Hey everybody, it's Skylar and I'm back with another pregnancy update / bump date video. I'm in my bathroom again, like I was whenever I did the live pregnancy tests, just trying to get kind of some private time and quiet so that I can record this video. I'm gonna have to be quick because I don't have any storage space on my phone and honestly I just feel like crap. This is Monday, I think it's the 5th or 6th, whatever day it is, I don't know, of April, and as of today, I'm 6 weeks on the dot today, on Monday. I want to go ahead and give you a list of the symptoms I experienced at 5 weeks pregnant, and once again, I've lost my list that tells me each day for some reason. I don't understand why I cannot keep up with anything. So I had to rewrite another list, and I feel so bad today. Like, I just feel so sick this morning. It's like 9 in the morning, and I just want to go back to sleep. That's why I didn't dress up or anything today. I just do not feel well. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got my piece of paper over here, and I'm going to tell you what my symptoms were. They're not in any real particular order. I've just got a piece of paper over here, so if you hear rustling, that's what that is. The number one symptom that I experienced last week that's still going on is that my boobs hurt so bad. Like, I don't know if they've grown or if they're just swollen, but they're like a whole size bigger probably, and they're hard and they're sensitive and they're full, and it's almost like whenever you're nursing and your boobs are ready and they feel like they're super full and rocks. That's almost what it feels like. And it kind of like flares up and goes back down and flares up and goes back down, but they've grown ultimately, I feel like, because the size doesn't go back down, but like they are swollen a little bit and the swelling goes down a little bit, but they're still humongous and it's uncomfortable. That was my number one thing. I thought it was kind of weird too that I was really hungry in the early afternoon and needed to eat like right then whenever I was hungry. I wasn't really hungry in the morning last week. Like probably the number two symptom that I experienced was that I was and still am extremely bloated, and if you'll stay till the end of the video, I'll show you a belly shot where you'll see how bloated that I am, and it's just absolutely like, what happened? Like, where did this come from? How is this even real? You know, because it almost looks like I'm showing at like 6 weeks, so it's kind of strange. My back has been hurting whenever I've been walking around for a while, almost like my body's telling me to slow it down, like so I don't overdo it, like I'm 8 months pregnant or something and I can't walk around and do anything. I don't know. I still get pretty breathy whenever I'm talking, just not as bad as last week. If you'll watch last week's video, I'll try to link it down below if I remember. Pregnancy brain, I can't remember anything these days. You'll see that last week's video, I was like the whole time, and I'm a little bit that way now still, but not as bad as of right now. My metabolism has been slowing down. Maybe that has something to do with bloating. All pregnancy symptoms are pretty much TMI, so if you don't want to hear these symptoms, you may just want to like scooch on because they're all going to be like probably TMI. I have had some what seems to be sciatic nerve pain, like whenever I'm standing there washing the dishes, which, excuse me. Excuse me. We don't have a dishwasher, so I have to hand wash dishes. And when I'm standing there for a little while, like even 5 or 10 minutes, it seems like there's like this sharp pain that goes down my back and one of my legs, and sometimes both, and it numbs the leg that it's going down, and so that seems like sciatic nerve pain. And I noticed that whenever I was pregnant, the other 2 times that I was pregnant with my 2 other kids, that was mostly like 20 weeks on, and it was because of the change in the body and the way everything was laying and the weight in my abdominal area that was being put on my nerve. So I feel like everything's happening earlier this time, which they say it does with your 3rd baby, but this is just so weird. I've been so emotional. Like, I will cry at everything. Mainly this past week, I will cry at commercials. I will cry about past memories and things that has happened. Like, why am I even thinking about that stuff? And I'm also extremely moody, constantly switching between crying or irritated or happy or like nesting or loving, you know, just super weird, switching back and forth. I feel like my family's gonna have to just like try hard not to like yell at me right now because I'm so extremely emotional and moody and mood swingy. I've also had like indigestion and heartburn and like burning in my upper stomach area, especially after I eat, and especially at nighttime, which was a number one symptom for my past 2 pregnancies that actually happened with my son. It was one of the first signs, and I had that a little bit really early, like at 4 weeks, but more so now than it was at 4 weeks, so kind of weird. When I do get hungry, I get extremely weak and shaky and like hot and just gross feeling. I haven't been as tired as I thought I would be. But now, like in the 5-week mark, I started to get a little bit more tired, normally in the middle of the day, like between 12 and 2 p.m. Let's see. I've had some food aversions and my sense of smell seems to be getting stronger. Like for example, this morning I woke up, which today's 6 weeks, but this morning I woke up and I always drink 1 little cup of coffee, even if I'm pregnant. Like they say you can have like up to 10 ounces of a Starbucks cup, which is probably extremely caffeinated, and I just do normal coffee. So I normally just do 1 cup, and I was like, oh yeah, I better get some coffee because it's kind of late. Then I'm waking up kind of later than normal, and I get a headache if I don't drink it. And so I thought about it and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so disgusting. Like I might just throw up just thinking about the taste of coffee, which is strange because I absolutely am obsessed with coffee. I would drink it all day long if I could. I've been extremely thirsty, which of course I've been drinking more, but I've been having to go to the bathroom a lot more. I'll even notice like I'll take like this is a small cup and I could drink this and then have to go pee like right after that. I've had extreme hot flashes, not only whenever I'm like in the shower or in the bathtub, but like in the morning, I'll be like really hot whenever I first wake up, and then I'll get over it, and then I'll be extremely cold, and then I'll get really hot again, and it's just super weird. I have noticed that in like 4 and 5 weeks, which of course I'm just now 6 weeks today. But I was like waiting on the morning sickness to kick in, and I'm like, why am I not sick? This is weird. Like I was sick for like a month with my daughter, but I think it started at about 6 weeks. And then I was sick for only like a week with my son, and I was really bad sick during that week. But I have not experienced sickness yet until this morning. I woke up and I was just feeling gross, like just hot and just weak and queasy and just like gross, and like I just want to lay around. So I think it might have just not started yet, and it's gonna start soon. So that's pretty much all my symptoms that I could think of after I lost my list and had to rewrite all the symptoms. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my stomach, which I am actually embarrassed about because I feel like it looked okay, which I've had 2 kids, so my stomach is not like super toned or anything, which a lot of people's are that have had multiple children. I don't even know how they do it because mine is realistic, but I'm embarrassed because it was moderately toned compared to normal, and then all of a sudden it was like as soon as I got pregnant it just looked like frumpy. I don't know if it's the bloating, I don't know, but it just looks saggy. Let's see. Alright, so here is the bloating, which I'm trying to move my arm, but you see how like saggy down here that it is? But like, I don't know what this is, dude. Seriously don't. I need to move my arm. See how round? It's super weird. If I can change my camera around. Just turn this way. See how like round it is? I don't know what this is. If you are in your first trimester below like 10 weeks. Because you could start showing at like 10 to 12 weeks with your third child, like for real, because about 12 weeks the uterus comes up to around your belly button. But if you're like as early as me and you feel like you're so bloated that it looks like you're showing, which is pretty much impossible because the baby's the size of like a sweet pea at 6 weeks, please let me know, because I feel like almost feel like I've gained like 25 pounds for some reason, and like I just feel uncomfortable. I feel self-conscious. I mean, just look at this. Like, what is this? What is this? And it's like, it's not even hard. So it's not like I'm like pregnancy showing. I don't feel like. It feels squishy. It just feels awful. Is this gonna go down? Like, does anybody know? Is this gonna stop doing this? Am I gonna look halfway normal again? And if it was hard, like, yeah, fine. I love the baby bump. I will rock the baby bump. But it's just so frumpy looking and saggy and just, and I hate to be that way. I hate to have like a negative like vibe about my own body, but it just looks so bad in my opinion. So please let me know if you've experienced this, and if it went away, like if you stopped bloating before you started showing, like officially showing, please let me know, because I feel so self-conscious and alone. Also, if you are also pregnant, let me know in the comments. I would love to have a community here where we can share our experience. Subscribe if you're also pregnant. Follow me on my journey. Give this video a like and help support me. I would love to be able to stay home and make money while staying home, because right now I'm currently literally on unemployment because of the whole situation with the coronavirus. And I got laid off with my job because I worked as a server at a restaurant here in Arkansas, so they had to shut down all the restaurants. But I would love to be able to stay at home like forever, not just through this, and actually make money doing it, and it would support my family, myself, my going to be 3 kids, and my husband. So thank you so much for your support on that. I will see you guys probably later this week, if not early next week, with a 7 or a 6 week update. Thank you for watching.